Honestly, I am having so much fun, and that is what little hatches should be. Welcome to the Driver Reviews channel. I'm Vicki Butler-Henderson, and today we are in Spain at the launch of a French car with Formula One connections. It is the Alpine A290, and you can think of it as a more performance-oriented version of its stablemate, the Renault 5 E-Tech. How hot is this hatch? Well, it is powered by lightning. Prices for this electrified model start at around £33,000 through to about £38,000. And before you settle down and watch, please press like and subscribe so that you're notified each time we post something new. I am so excited to drive this car that I am cracking straight on. And I shall tell you all about the numbers as we go along. So there are two electric motor options, a 180 horsepower one, and then one with 220 horsepower, which is what this top of the range GTS model has got. And torque is a maximum of 300 Newton meters. All of that means that 0 to 62 can happen in 6.4 seconds, which is slightly quicker than a Mini Electric, which is this car's main rival. If you would like to see our review of the Mini Electric, then please click on the link on your screen, but only when you've watched this film, of course. This Alpine won't last quite as long as the Mini between fill-ups though. 236 miles is the range here, but there's only 14 miles of difference between the two cars in the official figures. When it comes to the battery, charging from 15 to 80% takes half an hour. There's a heat pump to help warm the cabin without stressing the battery, and this car has the ability to power other devices like an electric kettle or guitar, or even give another electric car a bit of a charge. And it can send power to the grid, so it could earn you some money as well. Well, that's all the grown-up stuff dealt with, but what's it like to really drive? Well, out here on the track, this is where I get to channel my inner Pierre Gasly. I've put the car into sport mode. I've turned the traction control off because I like to be in charge of that. And I am just going to put my foot down and enjoy that acceleration. And then when I want some more, I can push the, that really does work. I can push the overtake button, which gives me 10 seconds of burst. It's probably about 20 horsepower of extra oomph that I am given, but of course there's only 220 horsepower in total here. And do you know what? I know this overtake button is a bit of a gimmick, but is it a fun gimmick? Oh yeah, it is. Underneath is very much a sports-focused chassis. You have got DNA from the Alpine A110 sports car, and it really shows. I think this car is more fun in the corners than it is down the main straight, because the power isn't the most amazing thing about this car. The chassis is the golden piece to this. It really is the element that sparkles, turn the car in. They've really worked hard on the front end turning, and I'm being rewarded. And the back end becomes light when you want it to. It's got a special system on it that grabs the inside rear tyre and sort of just helps pivot the car around. I could do with a bit more direct feedback, but then that's just me. I think I always want that in any car that I've got. It is so enjoyable, it's stable, it's agile, it's huge fun. This could be the closest spiritual successor that we've ever had to one of my favourite hot hatches, the Renault 5 GT Turbo from the late 80s and 90s. And we would love to know what you think about reimagined classics, whether you like them, whether you don't, or what you would prefer. We would love to hear what you think. So please let us know in the comments section. It's a brave car company that launches a car on a racing circuit, but that's how confident Alpine is in the chassis of this car, and it is an absolute hoot. The tyres are screeching, and that reminds me of the noise. So you've got two noise levels. One is normal mode, which you can't really hear anything, and then in sport mode, so you can hear more of an electric propulsion sound, but it's not too much because I can still hear the tyres screeching. And then there are those brakes. For starters, the calipers look great. They are nice and brightly coloured, and it is the same braking system from the A110 sports car. So again, you have got a big car feel when you press that stop pedal. Oh, I think I'm even, hooking an inside rear wheel sometimes. Honestly, I am having so much fun, and that is what little hatches should be. You should get into your car every day and have fun. I'm not saying that you need to come to a racing track every day, but for you to get into your car, put a smile on your face, boom boom, job done. I'm just going to enjoy a few corners without speaking, if you don't mind. Woo-hoo! This would make a fantastic racing car. This GTS model comes with black snowflake alloys. They are wrapped by Michelin Pilot Sport S5 tyres, which have been specially developed in collaboration with Alpine. And they use Michelin's latest compound, designed to support responsiveness in the wet and dry conditions to balance the torque and weight of the A290's electric platform. Whatever car you drive, the only thing keeping you in contact with the tarmac are the tiny contact patches on the tyres. So choosing the right set of tyres is absolutely crucial. But searching for them can be stressful and confusing. If you need help in getting new tyres for your car, then go to DriverReviews.com, where you will see thousands of real-life reviews covering all the top brands written by drivers just like you. Also, check out the winners of our latest Customer Choice Tyre Awards. It is a great looking car. It's even better up close. And if you like muscles in your metal, then you're in for a treat. The bodywork bulges over the wheel arches with black trim to finish the corners like well-groomed eyebrows. Then there are the side skirts with subtle body-coloured edging, a large rear diffuser and a ducktail spoiler. Ooh la la! Then there are the more petite details, which include the French flag in the headlights, a black shark fin antenna on the roof, and snowflake motive on the front air dam. This triangular motive is a nod to the Alpines of the past. The lights are a talking point because they are so unusual. There are 4 of them, for starters, which is another nod to the multi-bulbed Alpine rally cars, and feature a cross which depicts the tape that was strapped across the glass headlights to help shatterproof them in competition. When the need comes to carry shopping and luggage, the boot offers 326 litres of space, which is a lot bigger than the Mini. The A290 is also a little larger overall than a Mini and has rear doors, so is the more practical option. The finishing touches on the ground are a choice of 19-inch alloys designed with a reference to the Alpine A310 of the 1970s and 80s. Inside, the design is as busy and as modern as the outside. And the first detail that hits my motorsport eye is this steering wheel marker here. It's a quick visual aid when you're going at high speeds and in tricky turns to help you know where the front wheels are pointing. The wheel is a feast in itself. It's a Formula One inspired design by not being round, and to be honest with you, I'd rather a full circle. And it houses most of the driving controls. There's save, normal, sport and personal, and they let you alter the steering assistance, throttle response, ambient lighting and sound the car makes. There's also a dial for the 4 levels of regenerative braking and a red overtake button which gives 10 seconds of extra power. These retro designed sport seats are really well bolstered, and you can choose sustainable materials, interwoven with the tricolor flag, or more traditional leather like this. And there's lots of stitching and embossed logos with the A290 in lights ahead of the passenger, so you never forget what car you're in. This curved screen houses the brains of the tech, and there is a lot packed into this little car. A particular highlight for me is the Alpine telemetrics. So that gives you live data. So you've got a G meter reading where you can work out how hard you're braking, how fast you're accelerating, and then challenges, which is a fun interactive side of this car. So you can choose to do a flying start, for example, or an on the grid start. So let's choose that. And basically it will award you a bronze medal if you do 7 seconds, a silver medal if you get 6.7 seconds, or a gold medal if you hit 6.4 seconds 0 to 62 time. So these are lovely things that you can, interact with. I think that's really fun. All models have wireless smartphone charging, reversing camera and heated seats. Well, I have set the front seat up for a 6-footer, and me being 5'5.5" can sit behind, but I haven't got a lot of knee room, haven't got much foot room, and headroom is quite decent. I wouldn't like to be in here for a huge amount of time, and I definitely don't fancy 3 abreast on a long journey. The A290 enters a very hotly contested market, and although it's not the hottest of hot hatches, it mixes performance and practicality really well. And of course, it comes with that know-how from Alpine's motorsport heritage. I personally cannot wait for the even hotter one that is bound to come. Thank you so much for watching Driver Reviews today. Please let us know your thoughts about the Alpine in the comments section, and please press like and subscribe so you're notified each time we post something new.